Okay, so here we are in test mode with the British troops. What I want to show today is the Sappers. I think they're very much underutilized. I've got a couple of teams of Sappers of various types. Maybe another one of those, another one of those. We'll also bring out the medics, and that should do it. Okay, so Sappers. So let's get them all split up. Medics over there. They're the AP miners. They're the AT miners. So AP miners, group 1. AT miners, group 2. First engineer squad 3. Second engineer squad 4. Him 6. Make them 5. Okay, first things first. So 1 and 2. So group 3. What can you do? So the sappers have got a lot of actions. They can cut barbed wire, blow things up with demolitions, detect mines. They can also build a little embankment and a pillbox, and they can also build low sandbag walls, high sandbag walls, 40 of each, 100 barbed wire, concrete barricades, tank barriers, mortar pit, and tank trench. And on top of that, they can dig trenches. So let's just say we wanted to defend this little circular area here, and let's say the enemy were coming down this road. First thing we could do with group 1, which are the AP miners, anti-personnel, we don't want infantry storming through the woods, let's say, either side. So what we can do, we've got 45 anti-personnel mines. Hold shift and then left click, and you can just continuously lay mines. So we'll let them get on with that. Now you've got your, and then right click to deselect them without losing everything. Then you have your AT miners. Let's say the tanks are going to be coming along here, 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 and down here. But yeah, so AT mines, same situation, hold shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now you can get a engineer truck to resupply. So they're putting the mines out. What are we going to do next? Well, we don't want infantry coming across this area. So group 4 will lay barbed wire, which is in the shovel menu. And you start where you want to put your barbed wire. You will need a gap to let your men through, so we'll go like that with them. Group 5 and do the same on the other side. And that way, if any do get through, they have to come through this gap here. What we don't want is tanks coming through there. We want to hit tanks with long range weapons. So we'll take group 3. And this is by no means the correct way of doing it. I'm just showing you what they can do. So there we'll put up some tank barriers, and you can see the miners have probably finished their work now, so he can come back here. So the miners can also do things like barbed wire, tank barriers, so why not have some more tank barriers across here. It doesn't really matter where we put them, I'm just putting them down. We don't want them coming through the bit more barbed wire. stop any infantry flanking us. These two guys have done their job, so what these can start doing now, some lesser known things, I believe, are the embankments. Now the funny thing about the embankment is you'd think that you'd have to push it forward to defend in the direction you want, but you don't. You pull it backwards. And a pillbox which will sit here. Now the medic also has a function that he can use, which is to build a medical tent, which is found under the shovel menu. So he can build that. What else can we build? So we've got this, but they could shoot quite happily at us. So on the toolbar you can see a double shovel, which is a long trench. So we can put some of these in. You can't build a long continuous trench. But you can kind of join them together like that. You can also dig 75 foxholes. If you hold down shift, you can continuously place them, dot them around, so there's always somewhere to pull back to. So we're doing building trenches. We've dug the pillbox. The guy's, as you can see, he's taken position in the pillbox. But actually, to take position properly, the little square icon, and now he's on guard there. First trench dug. What else can we build? We can build a mortar pit. And we can also dig a tank ditch. So anything coming from, let's say, from this flank here could get taken out by tanks. We'll build one tank. Well, actually, we'll build two tank ditches. Why not? So mortar trench, tank ditch, concrete bollards. So 1, 2, 3. And that more or less is everything that we can build, as far as I know. At this point, there are gun emplacements you can build as you progress. Other things they can do is dynamite. So for example, if you're coming up against a emplacement that you can't penetrate because barbed wire all around, you can use the wire cutters, which are here, and right click on the fence, and you'll see that he'll cut that wire and make a gap in the fence to allow troops through. Now he can walk through that. And now he can walk through. Let's say this was causing obstruction for the tanks. So we can use dynamite to remove that obstruction. But be careful, run away once you place the charge.
Got it, sir.
And the tank barrier's opened up. That dynamite is quite lethal actually. So the medic with his tent over here, if I select this person and look at his inventory, I can see that he's got a first aid kit. If I give that first aid kit to the medic, that's a bad example, give it to this guy, I now have no first aid kits. If I'm injured but still able to carry on and low health with no first aid kits,
Go, go,
I come
go,
back in,
hooray!
you can see the restocking icon, and then you look back, and now you've got a first aid kit again. The only other thing we haven't covered is sandbag walls, so let's have a few of those. Let's put one. You can put single sandbag walls down. That wouldn't be a good idea. You'd probably want it behind the trench. Or if you right click and drag, you can place a whole string of them. Same with the tall sandbag wall. If you want some protection here, let's say. There is one other thing though, which we haven't covered, which is metal detecting. Right, metal detector. So with the metal detector armed, you can see if you left click, so right, with the metal detector armed, you get a circle around you which shows you how far you're actually detecting mines. Let's see if it will detect friendly mines. Bit fiddly, but nevertheless good. So this guy, if it was in an enemy minefield, would have detected these mines as he walked through.
Charge! Yes, sir.
So if he were in an enemy minefield, these would be revealed as he walks through.
Go, 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 hooray!
And there you have it, a very brief overview of the various things that you can do with the Sappers. Very useful. You can think of all different kinds of scenarios. Let's bring a tank in. And a mortar. There we go, mortar group set up there. You could bring a couple of infantrymen in. Using the foxholes. Turn the engine off. Far too loud. So there we have it. A quick and brief overview of the Sappers.